Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Assataamani and we're back for yet another freaking YouTube video. As you guys can hear by my voice and also as you guys read by the title, your girl is under the weather. She is sick and I feel like this is some bullshit and excuse me just coming in just like hot with it, but this is some bullshit because every single time I want to start 75 soft or 75 hard, I always get sick. I was planning on doing 75 soft, 75 hard come February 1st. Today is January 27th, I believe. Let me check that. I'm just swishing in these pants. Today is January 28th. So that's giving very much almost damn near February 1st where I got to start 75 soft or 75 hard. So we got today and the next 3 days to start feeling better. Hopefully I start feeling better before, you know, the first. But it just sucks. This really freaking sucks because I don't like working out when I'm sick. I don't like doing anything when I'm sick other than drinking my tea with my honey and my lemon. And I actually put a Halls mint in there, like a Halls. So yeah, I don't really feel like doing much. It is currently 8:33 a.m. and it's a Wednesday. And I hope you guys stick around and watch the whole video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, y'all, I wanted to do makeup so bad, but I keep sneezing. And this is the first time I've been like sneezing consistently, like since being sick. Like I'm sneezing back to back. And not only that, but like my nose is bleeding as well whenever I sneeze. So I'm just like, what is going on? Like this is some next level bullshit. But that's what I was telling y'all earlier, like this is some real top of the line bull. I don't know what's going on right here, but my skin is hella dry, child. But yeah, I am going to moisturize my face. I'm not going to do like a full face or anything like that, just simply because like I have stated and like you guys have read and like you can hear, I am sick and I don't really want to, you know, do the most with my makeup because I am rubbing my nose and my eyes and everything like that a lot. So I'm not trying to do the most. You guys could probably tell it's a little red. It just feels super raw. But this is going to be a very chatty vlog, a very cozy type of vlog, and yeah, just getting back on track to feeling better. So I have not ate anything, I haven't drunk any coffee, nothing like that. I've literally just been drinking tea all freaking morning because my body really needs it. Not only is your girl under the weather, but it's supposed to be freaking snowing this weekend again. So South Carolina didn't get snow last week because it was like that winter storm. Everybody was like, oh my god, a winter storm, and going crazy over. Yeah, like that was last weekend, but it's supposed to snow this weekend in South Carolina, which is what the fuck is going on. Can somebody out there please tell me what is going on with the weather? Like, I know that it's winter, but snowing in South Carolina is crazy because it snowed last year too. So it's giving global warming. It's giving very much the world is melting, babes. It's melting and things are happening that are not supposed to or don't usually happen. So yes, it's supposed to be snowing this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm sick, so I probably won't even be able to enjoy the snow, but we shall see. I'm gonna still try my best to get out there though, even if I'm sick. Like, it is what it is. But even with that being said, it's like the 75 hard thing, y'all, or 75 soft. I really don't know. I think I'm being a little kitty cat, a little biatch, a little punk, because for some odd reason I keep choosing 75 soft instead of choosing 75 hard. I think I need to ease my way into this shit. I think I need to ease my way and just do 75 soft and then do 75 hard and then probably do another one, probably like a 12-week 8-week program of some sort. In reality, I really should do an 8-week program, then do 75 soft, then do 75 hard. That's what I should do, but we shall see, because staying fit is basically a lifestyle for me at this point, and I have been falling off, y'all. Like, let me show y'all my body, and never mind the clothes on the bed. Bruce did that before he left, so I guess that's his way of telling me to do the laundry And y'all know I can't stand laundry, but it's fine. Like, I really do. It's not even a lot of clothes. Like, that's probably gonna take me like 5 minutes. But let me show y'all my body. This is my body. I am very disappointed in myself because I have been just eating, y'all. I've been falling off of my plan. Let's get into this weight gain real quick. Okay, so I have gained weight. My normal weight was 170 to 175, 176. That's kind of like where I will teeter. But unfortunately, I am currently 186. 186 pounds is crazy. Because that's 10 pounds away from my highest weight when I first started being on tirzepatide. Also, that is another story for another day, the tirzepatide thing, but we're not going to get into it in this video because this video is not dedicated to that. But yes, that is 10 pounds from my highest weight. So something needs to be done. I have been attempting to eat in a caloric deficit, but since I'm so damn short and I'm sedentary majority of the day, it is so hard because my calorie limit is basically under 1,500 calories, and I'll keep it at that. I'm not going to tell y'all how many calories that I'm supposed to be consuming because it can cause hysteria or uproar with some people, like how many calories that I'm recommended to consume if I want to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time. So I'm not going to get into it. The best thing for me at this point is to not be sedentary and to eat, like, let's say I eat 1,500 to 1,600 calories, right? Which is a slight deficit. It's not really a real deficit because my maintenance calories is about 1,800 to 1,900 calories a day. Really, 1,800 calories is what I'm supposed to be consuming because I'm so fucking short and because of my age. But yeah, y'all, I'm just at this point with it. Oh, I was making sure that wasn't Aaliyah's bus out there. I'm just at this point with it where obviously I have to be in a caloric deficit. But I'm thinking maybe if I just move my body more, like have more physical activity, I don't have to be in such a deep deficit because that's crazy. But then I think about it, I'm like, it's winter time. Am I really going to walk outside for this amount of time or go to the gym every single day? Or, you know, like, excuse me, just certain stuff. Am I really going to have the discipline to do that? Like, I have the time when she's in school to do this stuff. I have a walking pad in the house to do this stuff. So it's just like, it's cold as hell outside, so I'm gonna have to walk on that walking pad. And y'all, I just can't be lazy. That's really what it is. And with having PCOS, a lot of the times, or any type of hormonal issue, it's real easy to be like, oh, you're lazy. And in reality, I don't think it's like, oh, you're lazy with me. I think that sometimes I am a little bit like, I don't really feel like doing it, you know. But a lot of the times with PCOS, a lot of people don't understand with polycystic ovarian syndrome is that you don't have the fucking energy to do anything. Like, literally, you don't have the energy. If you do not consume a bunch of caffeine, which can backfire on you and make you tired sometimes, you kind of lack energy. Like, there's different like types of PCOS. For me, I'm pretty sure I have insulin resistance, and that's a whole other topic. But yes, y'all, I just have to basically get back in the gym. I literally have 2 pedometers because one, I had lost it. I had lost this one, and then I bought this one and I found this one. But I have pedometers so I can keep track of my steps a day. But it's like, now I'm fucking sick and oh gosh, maybe being sick is not a bad thing though. Sometimes being depressed is not a bad thing. Sometimes you just need to sit your ass down and like be quiet and journal and go to therapy and maybe take an antidepressant or 2. Sometimes you need to sit your ass down. Sometimes you need to ride the waves instead of trying to fight the fucking waves. And I feel like when I was younger, I tried to fight the waves of depression by either drinking or being extra social or just doing toxic shit. And in reality, all I probably needed was to sit my ass down and journal and read and chill and sleep. You know, like, don't always try to fight like your depressive states. Like, sometimes, and I'm not saying to fall into that shit and just completely, you know, like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying do the things that you know that you have to do in order to feel better each and every day. Don't give up. But you fighting the fucking depression, what has it got you? You're still gonna be depressed if you're fighting it, like as far as trying to do toxic shit to yourself in order to feel better, like drinking. Pretty much just at this point where I am, you know, feeling a lot better. And even with depression or being sick, like now I'm sick, so it's like I can't be as active as I want to. I don't want to go in the gym and touch on a whole bunch of stuff knowing full fucking well I keep sneezing. I keep literally sneezing, germs, all of that, and I just don't got time for it. I just don't got time for it. So with that being said, I'm really just going to give myself the next 3 days, well today and then the next 3 days, to just be comfy, cozy, relax, drink my tea, get in my hydration tablets, drink my oxy-greens, and clean my space and just feel better. I don't want to put too much stress on myself, because I know for a fact if I put too much stress on myself going into the damn gym next week, I'm not going to finish. I'm not going to finish nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. But yeah, so with that being said, if you guys are curious as to what 75 soft is, 75 hard is, I already had tried and attempted to do this on my channel and failed miserably, because once again I got sick in the beginning of it, and then it just was like downhill from there, because it was just like, what is going on? But also I think that I wasn't mentally ready to be mentally challenged. But now I'm like, fuck it, we ball, you know, like we ball. If I fail again, I fail again, but knock on wood, because we gonna get this shit done. And if you think I'm playing, I'm not playing, because I'm about to show y'all something. This is literally my wall. It has been my wall for the past like 2 weeks. Literally, I ran out of sticky notes, so I gotta get 10 more sticky notes, but this is pretty much it. So I'm just like, I can handle whatever, fuck it, like we ball, because it's wintertime. Like what else would I literally be in here doing other than chatting and running my damn mouth? I would be so pissed off if I was like hideous right now, just simply just, I'm gonna laugh so bad but it hurts, just simply because I want to do my lashes and my eyebrows so bad, but I cannot. There are bigger issues in the world. Our economy is terrible. The government is basically, I don't know, getting worse maybe, and it's just too much going on in the world right now. Yeah, we're here, we are here. This looks crazy as hell just because of the reflection from the vanity. But I did want to share with you guys before we kind of get into more deeper into like the logistics of 75 hard, 75 soft and shit. I did want to show you guys and share with you guys some things that I recently have been doing that I wasn't able to let you guys know about or do with you guys. So I did want to kind of go over some of the new things that I have and some of the different things that I'm getting into, some of the new books that I may have gotten and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Bruce went and got me a Stanley Cup for Christmas, and I absolutely love this. I think this is like the 40 ounce, and y'all, I tricked it out. Like, I got the bows on it, the charms, the little bracelets, the little charms and shit. It's just super me, like a little bow up here. It's just super cute. I love it. Another thing that I picked up was this right here. I'm pretty sure if you guys are on TikTok, you've seen this. This is the Bible in a year. I did kind of start on this, but I did not finish it. Y'all know when I start something, it's real hard for me to finish. I don't know what's up with that. But it's basically a reflection on the Bible, and it goes week by week, and you can start at any point because there is no like set thing to be like, oh, you need to start on January 1st, babes. But yeah, it's a 52-week journey through God's word, and you literally have to study whatever they're telling you to study, write about it, all that good stuff. So I did pick this up. I didn't get it off of TikTok shop, I got it off of Amazon, but the ones on TikTok shop look a little bit bigger than this one. This one's kind of little, to be honest. Like if I was to hold it right here, is little, but I kind of prefer it this size over than being bigger, simply because of the fact, like if I want to slide it into like a bag or something, it's not too heavy, it's not too hefty. So this is something that I really want to dive into, because literally the Bible is, ooh, lost my breath. The Bible is so powerful. It is the best book on this earth. And literally, if you read certain like verses or chapters, depending on what you're going through in your life at that moment, you will find that they already talked about this. This already happened. This is meant to happen to you. You're strong. Like, it's just so much stuff in the Bible that I really want to dive into and just figure out for myself and for my own knowledge, and to share that knowledge with you guys, share it with my family, share it with my friends, share it with my daughter. Like, just share it, because the Bible is so powerful. And I always wanted to get into religion at some point of my life. I really wanted to dive deep into different religions and just study them, to be honest. I know it sounds weird. Doesn't really. I went to a PWI that was a Christian like university. Like, yeah, it's just interesting to me. So this is number one. This is what I picked up. I also picked up this book right here, which is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, because for years and years, by Mark Manson, because for years and years I have heard so many good things about this book, so I had to pick it up. I am still reading Atomic Habits, which I'm going to start picking back up next week when I start 75 Soft. But this is going to be the next read after I'm done with that book, because I heard it was such a good book. So I definitely want to get back into reading, as well as just figuring out. I know, like, with me and self-help books, I kind of don't like them. I love them, but I don't like them. I don't like them because of the fact that some of them are very boring. They're very mundane. It's the same thing over and over. I'm more into the books that kind of have scientific or psychological backing to them, or even religious backing to them sometimes too. I'm really excited to read that book because I heard it was a really good read. So that's one of the books I'm going to be reading aside of Atomic Habits. Okay, so I went and I picked up these books. So the Bible, of course, goes with the 52-week Bible, and I have Bible highlighters, all that good stuff. And then Atomic Habits, which I have to finish, which I'm like about 1/4 done with it. So yeah, I just never finished it or picked it back up after I failed the 75 soft challenge. So yeah, we're still going to finish that one first, and then we're going to go into The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and then I'm going to finish reading this book. This is called Drive by Daniel H. Pink. And my brother highly recommended this book. This book is not so much of an easy read, to be honest. But he said it was an amazing book. I did get pretty far in it, and I was like annotating and stuff like that, but I'm probably just going to start the book over or skim through it to kind of put it back in my mind what exactly this book is about. But this one is one that includes a lot of like scientific backing and experiments and stuff like that, like sort of kind of what you get in Atomic Habits as well. It's just not as easy of a read as Atomic Habits, honestly. But yeah, those are the 3 books that I plan on reading for the next, I guess, 3 months, from February, March, and April. So those are the 3 books I plan on reading. I used to read so much, you guys. Like, when I was a little girl, that's what my parents will take us to go do. They'll take us to the library, and literally I fell in love with manga books. I fell in love with true crime. I fell in love with books that were about the hood and about the struggles of people and how they overcome them, or just, you know, like real urban books. I had to put quotations on that because I'm like, just say them books are fucking black books. Like, stop all this urban shit. But anyways, yeah, I used to read so much that was my thing to do, was read and write. But now we are, you know, getting back into that, trying to wet my palate with reading. So yeah. And then the next thing that I got was this. I'm not going to open it because it's obviously very personal, but this is a 100 envelope. This is the 100 envelope savings challenge. And literally, if you have any cash around, or if you're saving to do something, or whatever the case may be, you literally will put your money inside of these like little envelopes. So that's something that I'm starting this year as well, is the savings challenge. And just kind of, you know, thinking a little bit more about my finances in the long term instead of thinking about them in the short term, and having a little bit more of financial literacy, because I'm a shopaholic. I love to just buy stuff. If I feel like I need something, I'm gonna just go buy it. But I feel like I've gotten to the point with consumerism that I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it. Like literally, I just got a credit card and maxed it out because there was things that I, you know, wanted. Were they things that I needed? Maybe some of them was things that I needed, like for the house and stuff like that, so that was cool. But the stuff that I wanted is more so like, girl, you may have a problem. So I definitely am starting to save, and plus we're moving soon, so that is a main thing that I'm saving up for, instead of just buying this and buying that and buying this and buying that. I think those days are starting to get long gone, just because I am entering into my 30s and I'm trying my hardest to be a lot more frugal. With being frugal, another thing that I bought because I wanted it and not because I needed it is actually under this desk, so let's go ahead and get into it. It is this right here. This is a complete art kit, art set, however you want to call it. It has the actual sketch pencils in different sizes. I'm just seeing that they're different sizes. That's crazy. And then it has like color pencils, like other color things, eraser, sharpener, smudge tools, just different things. Because when I was younger, not only did I read a lot, I also drew a lot. I also wrote a lot. So I'm just trying to like wet my palette and get back into doing little different things that I used to do when I was younger to just bypass time instead of getting on social media. I'm really trying my hardest to stay off of apps and stay out of people's lives as much, because I feel like when you get into social media, you're constantly consuming other people's lives, and that gets really tiring and really to the point where you start to compare yourself. And social media, I feel like, was built to be social and not to, and to be inspired and to be motivated and to keep up with friends and family, and not to compare yourself or constantly be in other people's lives all day long. So I am getting back into things I used to love, and amongst that is drawing. I have not drawn in 6 years, so this is not a perfect picture whatsoever, but this is just a little doodle that I did in like literally, y'all, 5 minutes, because I was so like to the point where I was bored. And being bored is actually a good thing. Like, it is not a bad thing whatsoever. So I do plan on drawing a lot more. This is actually an easel as well as a storage kit, but I don't like to draw on easels. I hate painting on easels. I hate it. I don't know how to put it any other way. I just think it feels weird to me to do that, to sketch. I like to be into it, you know, like I like it to be flat. And I like to dive into my canvases and into my papers and stuff like that. So that's where we're at with it. Those are all the cool things that I have been getting into or want to get into. Like, I really want to get into more tactile things that kind of ground me, whether that's a book or drawing or going outside and getting more exercise in. Because honestly, y'all, just exercising for the aesthetic of it is so whack. I think that exercising at this point, I'm learning, is a more spiritual thing than or weight loss journey or weight gain journey is a spiritual thing. So it's just whack as hell that we've gotten to the point where we're literally just staying in the gym or making the gym our lives. So I'm just trying to get into other shit that doesn't have anything to do with my body or anything to do with my wellness or anything to do with my aesthetics. Anything. Like, I'm really trying to get into more tactile shit, saving money, drawing some shit, regardless if you can draw something or not, getting into reading, and also just diving deep into the Bible, because the Bible is so important. It is so important. That's crazy that I'm talking about this and I literally just flipped to this page. It says in I can't say anything today. Deuteronomy, it says, they have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. What is the odds that it started talking about jealousy? and it started talking about anger and vanity. And I literally am talking about that right now. Like, getting off of the internet and literally just diving deep into, not necessarily getting off the internet, because I don't think we can live without the internet at this point as a people and like in general, but just getting to the point where we're literally not consuming too much to where we start to compare and we start to get envious or jealous, because envy and jealousy is actually very natural for human beings. It's just what you do with that energy and how you move about having that energy. If you can notice when you are feeling that way and stop it, like literally stop your mind, because I'm to the point where I notice like some of my thoughts are not me. Like, those are not my thoughts. That's not a part of my character. That's not a part of my morale. Like, some of the thoughts that I may have is just like, that's not me. You know, like, you know when something is not you. You feel me? Like, it's just, that's just what the devil does to trick us out of our spot and trick us out of our blessings and our position. But we ain't having none of that. We ain't having none of that. So with that being said, I'm just to the point where I'm just trying to get more, or not trying to, but I'm getting more into more tactile forms of connecting with self and dealing with boredom and things like that, to just change who I am inside and out. Because there's so many different things I feel like that, you know, I want to be able to accomplish. It's just, and there's so many different things that I want to do. And I'm starting to define success by how I view success and not by how the world views success. Because if I judge myself based on how the world views like success and like the worldly view, I would be so far behind. So you literally just have to put it like in your brain that this form of success that you're living or that you're aiming for is super important, you know, and it matters. It really matters.
That's gonna fuck me for that AP, fuck me for that AP, fuck me for that AP. If I wasn't rapping, baby, I would still be trapping, baby. Coming down on sipping, tasting bottles on me, hella crazy. No Mercedes, my baby, 2022 updated. 20 mile sponsor, club, shop, spending hundreds like that.
Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. It's currently 7:58 and today is a Thursday. So I do feel a lot better today, so that's good. I also picked up some random things off of Amazon. I know I was just talking about not buying stuff that I don't necessarily need, but I picked up a hand mixer, so I'm about to go ahead and use that because I'm about to make me some oxy shred. I looked up to see if I could actually work out even though I have a cold, and it was saying, yeah, like you could still work out even if you have a cold. So that's exactly what the hell I'm about to be doing, is working out. But I'm not going to be doing too much extraneous activity. I'm literally just going to be walking on a walking pad and watching YouTube videos, and then I might do like a 30-minute workout from the house. Don't know yet. But I won't be going to the gym because since I do have a cold, even though it's not the flu or anything crazy and I feel better, I don't want to spread that to anybody else. I feel like that's a little messed up if I did that, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to do that. I am picking this up, not to drink any wine or anything, obviously, but I'm picking this up, this little wine glass, because I want to kind of start romanticizing my morning routine and getting ready for the day, my drinks that I have to drink, all that good stuff, my supplements, pour my water. We are romanticizing everything, babes. And I know it's extra as hell, but I don't drink like that anymore, so I feel like this will be super freaking cute to just do. Just gonna mix. Ooh. Oh yeah, this works good. So we have our drink. Cheers. I'm also going to fill up my Stanley cup with some water as well, just because you can never have too much water. Well, you can have too much water. That's a damn lie. You could possibly die from having too much damn water, child. Also need to take, since I am still sick, some Dayquil. Dayquil and NyQuil doesn't fix you being sick. It really doesn't. It just helps it so that you're not getting the symptoms, but you're technically still sick, so it's not healing you for real, but it does make me or help me feel better, so I do take it. So I'm gonna just take 2 of these little Dayquil tablets since it's 8 o'clock. You can go ahead and finish this.
Baby, I just need to sit for me. Sit for
Okay, y'all, so I did have water obviously today, as well as the Oxy Shred, just to give me a boost of energy. But I really want to get into drinking bone broth a lot more often. So I do have Bare Bones instant bone broth. It's 10 grams of protein per serving, 5 grams of collagen per serving, and literally I guess you just make it like you would tea. And then this comes with 4 packets, 50 calories. I believe I already had one, so yeah, there's 3 left. But I had one like a month ago. I have not been consistent with it, so I'm going to be taking this. And I'm just taking it for the collagen and the protein. It's 12:14 and I actually just got this in the mail. I used to use this when I had the Sony ZV-E1 probably about a good month ago, but I ordered another one because I desperately needed it, because it's not terrible, the audio that comes out of the camera naturally. It's just I like to, you know, have a little bit better audio, just simply because it's cool to look at something nice, but when you hear something nice and it just sounds better and it sounds crisp, it's just a lot better. I'm going to put this microphone on this camera, and for you guys who did not know, I did just get this camera. I've had it in the past and I've had this microphone in the past, but let me go ahead and just change this out real quick. This is what the audio sounds like with the microphone. It does not require any type of cords, which is why I love this. This is the 𝐒𝐶MG1. I believe it was like under $100. I did get it used, but normally it is over $100, but under $200. So we got our new microphone. That's cute. That's cool. Can take this little wind muffler off, and I'm about to see and make sure that it is working.